Bet your bingo points. 1 minute. So, yeah. Misunderstands, sings, worries about divorce, mispronounce, pedo, shut up, slow brain, egg behavior, EP, again, point blank period, yelling, blah, 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 streamer, tiptoes around TOS, alcoholic, sexual harassment, unrelenting denial, Dave Growl, again, boring, edgy, fucking bitch, and audio issues. This bottom row is very intriguing. Very intrigued. All right. I said no. I said no. Thank you for pausing. Dave Fancam. Damn, dude. I got goosebumps. That was really good. More. All right, let's go.
So, this is the revised or newly published...
Is he doing content here?
...list of batshit insane ideas.
Turn captions off.
These are ideas that I would say are delusional.
Mm-hmm.
But I swear to God, it's gone well beyond that. Okay. This is the Democratic Socialists of America, their program. And it starts off with this: a day without capitalism. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
These idiots would not last 5 minutes in a world without capitalism. You know those phones that are constantly in your fucking hands? Yeah, you won't be having them. It might not feel as badly needed as it does now. You enjoy your work. Well, there are certainly people that do enjoy their work. But there's a lot of people that do jobs that need to be done that don't enjoy it, but do it for the money.
Right, because they're forced to need money.
You know, we need sewer workers, but I don't think anybody woke up and said, you know what? I want to work in the sewers.
Right, you can incentivize that work. That's okay.
Maybe one weirdo. They do it because they get paid extremely well.
Extremely?
Anyway, you work as much as you're able and no more than needed. I want everyone to remember this because it's going to come back to make literally no sense. You would control your own labor. You do now. No job can force you to work. You can quit at any time. I could literally call my boss this afternoon, say, I'm out, I won't be in tomorrow. I'm done.
Okay.
And there's nothing they can do to stop that.
Well, inevitably, time runs out and you don't have any money left. So you're forced to work. Yeah, you misunderstand what's being said here.
The only ones that would possibly not be able to quit are people that sign contracts, but very few professions have them.
What?
And see, it's going to good use, whatever the fuck that means. It's not just a job.
Every profession has a contract. You sign it when you get hired.
To pay the bills. Well, without bills, you don't have anything nice.
What?
or anything at all. Speaking of bills, you don't really have them anymore. Really? Okay. You have no debt. You don't need health insurance. You don't pay. By the way, you know all these people that are in the European countries, especially those Nordic ones?
Millions of Americans travel outside the U.S. for cheaper and higher quality healthcare every year. True.
You know all their elites come to my country to get treatment here because their treatment sucks.
Only some of our doctors are the kinds of, or surgeons or whatever, only some of the stuff that we have do people come here for. And it's like sports surgery.
Getting a doctor's appointment in the UK, let's just say shoving a porcupine up your ass is a more enjoyable experience.
What?
Anyway, you don't pay a mortgage or have a landlord because comfortable housing is a human right. Okay? But who the hell's going to build it?
What? The people that already do? What? You know all those contractors that are out there? All those construction professionals that are just on little crews that are forced to be contractors? They could just have a government job like guys who do the roads. Done.
You think construction workers will just build it out of the kindness of their hearts? No.
No, they get compensated. What?
They work a very difficult job, and guess what? It's because of the money.
Food, education, energy, medicine, and transportation aren't for-profit businesses. They are common goods and utilities. Meaning there are other things outside of that that you can compensate. You can earn luxuries and have necessities for free.
Your retirement is publicly funded. We already have that. It's called Social Security.
Oh, come on. Stop.
And it's going to go bankrupt in about 8 years.
We already have that. No, we don't, he says. Self-own?
Food, education, energy, medicine, and transportation aren't for-profit businesses. Then why would anyone farm?
To eat?
This idea, yes, food is a right if you grow it yourself. If Farmer Tom grows it, then shut up and pay Farmer Tom.
Shut up. Where's about money?
As for energy, who the hell's going to work at the power plant if the profit motive, if the money motive is not there?
The power plant workers don't make commission. They get paid an hourly wage. What are you talking about? He's such a brain-dead loser.
As for medicine, why would any company develop new medicines and technologies if not for the profit motive?
So that they can defeat diseases and give good health care. What? Every single one of these things is compensated.
As for transportation, how the hell are you going to pay for the maintenance? How the hell are you going to pay for the maintenance workers? Again, I don't think people drive buses because they fucking enjoy it. I think it's because it pays.
Fuck bus. Dude, being a bus driver does not pay great. It should pay. You should have qualified bus drivers, yeah.
Enough about bills. And this is not...
His brain is super rotted.
Not even like, how do we pay for road construction? How do we pay for... unless you plan to just tax me to death, in which case, why would I work if 50% of what I make goes to taxes?
You wouldn't even have to have that system. We don't need the taxation system of capitalism in the future. It's not even necessary. It's like... This is an archaic approach to a thing. It's like goes back to feudalism. It goes back further.
What do you do on your day off? Maybe in the morning you walk your kids to school. Well, we're having a teaching problem, and it's because of A, the kids are idiots. They can't pay attention. Parents completely are against the teachers. The school can't discipline them. And then add on top of that, the pay isn't that great. So why would anyone be a teacher in this scenario?
Like, what? You agree that their wages should be better and the circumstances should be better. Like, do you hear yourself? So let's make it better, right? What?
Run errands with what money to pay for them, and, well, we'll get to it in a minute. Go to a doctor's appointment that you probably have had scheduled for 2 years because of the wait times. In the afternoon, you might play a sport, practice a new skill, read, plan a trip to where with what money? How are we going to get the gasoline to the gas station? Again, most people delivering gas, again, there might be one weirdo that does it for the love of it. But most guys that deliver gasoline are doing it for the money. In the evening, you can meet up with friends, family, eat together, maybe go to the movies. Again, why would anyone make a movie?
What? Dave, have you written your books for profit? Like, with that in mind? Have you written your book so that hopefully you can make a bunch of money?
Outside of weird art house movies, but you're not going to get the Avengers.
You're not going to get the Avengers? Oh, no. I liked the Avengers experience in theaters with other people for the first time, but those movies are not, like, necessary for cultural development. Like, art will still happen. You can still pay for things. We would still have shitty movies. We'd have plenty of bad things still. Bad, good things.
The only reason that got made is because a movie studio spent a shit ton of money to make a shit ton of money.
Yeah, it would actually be better because then the situation would be less dire to be forcing profit, and it would be more about making good art that people appreciate without needing to worry so much about the profit margins. It would be excellent. Yeah, it'd be wonderful.
Or go down to the park. Again, how are we going to pay for the park?
The park is what? Parks are already things. You just go out in nature. Cultivate the land. That's just labor. What do you mean pay for a park?
Parks are not magically maintained. This is the problem with socialism. It works if you live in a land of fairies and leprechauns.
I actually think fairies and leprechauns put a really big kink in the socialist system. I mean, they're going to be playing tricks. They're going to be leaving things in your shoes. There's going to be pots of gold everywhere. That would really fuck stuff up, man.
Just wish upon a star and the grass is cut. These are all familiar everyday activities. A socialist day off could be like any good day now. But what if you were free to spend your time how you like without worrying about the cost or dreading going back to work? I like working.
No, you fucking don't. Shut up. You hate it. I like working. Really? You just fucking love it? I cut grass once a week at a park. Yeah, do it.
What if you didn't have to think about paying rent or loans at the end of the month? Why would anyone loan anyone money if they're not going to get paid back?
What? You don't need them. You don't need a loan.
Or saving for college or affording groceries. Groceries are not that expensive. What the fuck are you talking about?
Groceries are definitely expensive? Can you guys go to the grocery store without spending $100? I can't. Groceries are so expensive. And I buy ingredients. I just cook stuff. Grocery prices have been on the rise for most of the past 6 years of the war in Iran. Supply chain bottlenecks, the war in Ukraine, and expensive profit taking here in the U.S. have put a strain on consumers' wallet. Big time. Dude, if we got... financially speaking, can you imagine if the prices just snapped back to like pre the Trump era? It would feel crazy. I would feel rich. You guys would all feel rich. We'd be like, holy fuck. 2015 pricing, let's go. They still didn't have dollar menus, dude. We want our cheap slop.
What would that be like? Pretty shitty, because generally under socialism, everyone gets poorer.
I don't have to pay loans for things. Now I'm poorer? Just the dumbest motherfucker.
It's been said it would be easier to imagine the end of the world than it is to imagine the end of capitalism. Well, yeah, because capitalism has done more to alleviate poverty than socialism ever has.
And that's just not true.
That doesn't mean we shouldn't try to make it happen. No, we really shouldn't. Socialism.
Why? Who's he hamming to? He keeps like looking over. There's no one in his chat.
It's been tried. And it has a long, sad history of nothing but utter failure. How did we get here?
He's
heartbreaking images like from war zones, Beirut, Gaza. Well, Gaza started that war.
David. It's just over and over. Is he going to say Israel could nuke them if they want?
And Tehran. Well, if Iran could, it would nuke us off the face of the planet. Rumble of bulldozers making way to build detention camps and data centers.
Free Palestine!
True.
Again, you're going to have a bunch of bulldozers knocking shit down to build all that stupid public housing you want.
No? Not necessarily. We already have housing for a lot of people.
We can feel it in the air as the summer heat becomes unbearable.
Free Palestine!
Thank you, thank you, thank
In
you.
the pits of our stomachs when faced with the price of gas and rent. Well, thanks to Trump, gas is down. We're promised magical technology with AI, but in reality, they want to lay us off and track our every move.
True.
Okay, we're a little ways off from the robot revolution.
We're not. It's not a robot revolution. They're just tracking everybody. They're making fucking drones that just murder people all the time.
The billionaire class is dividing workers against each other. It's making us desperate and miserable, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
The political and economic system under which we live is built on private ownership and profit at all costs. Well, private ownership's a good thing.
Why?
I don't know where you get an idea that public ownership is good. You know what's publicly owned? Everything the government owns.
The VA and Medicare are run more efficiently than the private sector. True!
And it's run like shit. Seriously, do you want your local Target to run like the DMV or any government office?
I don't want a local Target at all.
As capitalism fails to solve the problems of its own making, no, it solves its problems.
No, it doesn't. Unrelenting denial.
Things go up, things go down. At one point, Sears was 2% of our entire country's GDP. Now they have 5 stores left. It turns to right-wing authoritarianism. Big business makes deals with the government to line their pockets. Politicians stroke hatred between working people. What the fuck are you talking about? Instead of
your entire brain has been washed by the exact things the DSA are describing right here. You are just in a haze. You're lost. It's so sad to see such a brilliant walrus be confined by his small brain.
Instead of offering real solutions to unemployment, we have unemployment insurance and the cost of living. Well,
Unemployment insurance is what we're counting on? What fucking person has unemployment insurance?
You jacking up everybody's taxes is going to cause the rent to go up. And also you demanding $500 an hour as a minimum wage is going to cause the cost of everything to go up.
Why? Why would rent go up? Because the landlords would see that people have more money and charge more. Oh, well then why don't we regulate it and make sure that they can't by abolishing landlords and decoupling housing from the markets like we already stated. You can't do this because of under capitalism it wouldn't work. Well, I don't want capitalism.
At one point, we have got to make a basic economic class mandatory before you graduate high school.
He's in Lilo and Stitch pants with a piss stain on the front right now in his mom's house. The economics you're talking about, A, aren't real under your capitalist model here. That's not like how it works. And B, aren't necessary under the socialist model that's being discussed.
Okay, instead of offering solutions, I already read that. They attack immigrants. Nobody's attacking immigrants. Illegal immigrants, but
What? Yes, they fucking are.
they're here illegally.
No. The people who just got killed were not here illegally at all. Just make shit up.
And they're not attacking them, they're removing them.
Removing
Communities of color, no, they're not. Nobody is. And trans people, no, we're not.
Yes, they are.
Again, this idea of this persecution of trans people is silly. If the country really wanted to persecute the trans, it'd be over for them in 5 minutes. They're like 0.5% of the population.
That's what's happening. You can't play sports with your friends now.
Rather than fixing our broken healthcare system, they
Why can't I get a fucking passport right?
push snake oil. No, socialism is snake oil. Circulate.
No, actually, he sounds like fucking Bill Maher. Pejorative.
Conspiracy theories. The Republicans are in on it. The Democratic Party is asleep at the wheel, and they're both funded by the same billionaires.
True.
Democratic socialists know that no one has to live like this. Yeah, if we all lived under your system, we'd all be a lot worse off.
We'd have healthcare, housing, and education more efficiently. And food more efficiently. It would just be better. It's just better.
If we lived
Like, just saying something doesn't work without any sort of fucking argument is crazy.
in a classless society, that has never happened in the history of ever. Even in the USSR, China, Cuba, there were classes. Give me a break.
Oh, slob. Oh, God. I don't have slob.
We could freely build a world without war or poverty. The world has always had war as long as human beings have been around.
Human beings.
And we ain't the only species that goes to war. The last time I checked, ants conquer things like crazy.
Ants? I suppose we should treat you as though you are an ant, insofar as the value of your life is concerned. Dave's life is equal to that of an ant, and should be treated as such. I think I agree with that. Crack open Dave's exoskeleton. See what's inside. Is that Tiptoes Are on TOS? Is me imagining Dave's exoskeleton as an Ant-Man being cracked open tiptoes? Wow. I think I should be given a pass for that. I think that's very specific. Point blank period is a rare one, but it's possible.
Or poverty. You're never going to get rid of poverty.
Disagree? I mean, enforced poverty at least. People, what Dave's calling poverty would not exist. Like what we call poverty wouldn't exist for sure. Like, it would be something you opt into, essentially, if you didn't have housing, healthcare, etc., and food. You would have to, like, go live in the woods or something, which is something I think you should be allowed to try if you want. I don't think you should be able to force kids to do that unless you could be shown to provide a good environment, right? But I do think you should be able to go out and go homestead if you want, if it's not someone else's shit and it's not like national land or whatever. I don't mind. Find yourself a little patch. Go fucking crazy, kids.
We could build a world where no one suffers for their race. Nobody is suffering for their race.
What are you fucking talking about? If there's any racism at all, someone's suffering because of their race.
What are you talking about? Gender. Nobody is... Okay, I take that back. Yeah, there is one group of people suffering because of their race and gender. It's called straight white men.
You fucking crybaby bitch. Yeah. Shut up.
Or religion. Nobody is. Fuck off.
Fuck off. I don't have it.
Everyone is free, equal, and cared for. Cared for by who? Who would want to become a nurse unless the money motive is there?
If David says that straight white men are persecuted, that means you're a victim.
I'm a victim!
You're persecuted.
I have oppression Olympics gold right now.
Yeah.
Come here.
What?
Come here.
Okay.
Oh, too close.
What am I... Oh, I see. Are we playing? No!
Star Wars. I can't
Your
do it.
arm's too fucking long. You're stiff. That's not fair.
I'll do it at a 90-degree angle. Got you. Fucking one. You guys ever play Star Wars?
You got me the boob, dude. What the fuck?
Don't have titties.
Also, check out my shirt.
Yeah. It's his last day in the cone. He doesn't really need it unless we're not watching him because he could pull his staples.
Sure he doesn't pull his stitches out on his front paw.
But he's getting them out tomorrow. Last day.
Building this world as the guiding star of our movement. Yeah, it's that same fucking star Geppetto wished on to bring Pinocchio to life.
Famously a wish that didn't work. What the fuck? Yeah.
When we labor for our common good instead of private profit. Yeah, I don't labor for the common good. I labor for one person's economic interest. Me.
Cool. But we could do both. We could do both those things. We could incentivize you to do work that helps everybody, and also you could personally profit. Like, if that's what it takes. You can definitely be incentivized to do jobs. We don't need every job we have, but there's definitely jobs that need to be done, probably more. Like, I think a job, just community steward, that could be a job.
Have a fantastic day.
Centaur's 50 months. Thank you. Thank you. This is a lot of months. Can you imagine if people were like taking care of the community and it was like their job and then they could just count on people in the place that you lived? Like, you knew like fucking 5 different people you could count on that weren't necessarily your friends, but there were good people in the community that just like to do stuff and take care of things. That would be wonderful.
And that's the opinion of about, 90% of the U.S. population.
Medicare for All has a 65% approval rating. I bet it's higher when you don't call it Medicare for All.
We can all have a secure, dignified life. Well, define dignified life.
Housing, healthcare, education, and food to a high enough standard to where it's not squalor. It's a good life. Yeah, we can ensure a good life for everybody. We don't have to ensure all the luxuries. Like, I don't think we should just be giving everybody flat screen fucking TVs and brand new iPads and cobalt mined electronics. I think luxuries are luxuries and necessities are necessities. And there's a bunch of stuff in between, and we can talk about it. I think we need to get most normal things out of markets, and we need to limit the capitalist scramble towards profit seeking. I think we should put caps on like I don't think anyone should just be able to fucking make a bunch of fucking t-shirts and sell them. Like there's a bunch of these like little scams that happen. We'd still have a bunch of fucking t-shirts and shit. But like, 4 billion types of shitty corn chip that no one ever fucking eats, and they all end up in landfills and shitty plastic bags and scam items, and everyone's just trying to fucking make a buck so fucking hard all over the world, and it's really hard.
I think rolling blackouts is pretty goddamn indignant, which you would have under this.
You literally have them now, you fucking idiot. We have rolling blackouts now.
To achieve our future, the class must organize Democratic Social of America, building a party whose goals is a democratic society of the working class. Our enemies are not just individual bosses, but the entire global system of capital. You mean the most successful system on the planet?
Dog, he would be one of the guys like, this place hasn't been good since we had a strong king. We need another strong king on the throne. That'll fix it. He's just like for the current system guy.
The system that
change nothing
in roughly 250 years, because we were like the first capitalist country.
What? What, mate?
In 250 years, we've gone from the horse and cart, subsistence farming, basically life in the colonies, to this.
Ah, yes. Modern living.
Yeah, thank you, capitalism. And again, this is the socialist.
Uh-huh.
There's two tents. One's the socialist tent, and it's shitty, it's torn apart, you can't get any shelter, no help from the rain. And then there's the capitalist tent, and it's nice, it's heated, it's got AC, it's got a working refrigerator, cold beer, hot chicks wearing literally nothing. And their first thought is, what the hell is wrong with this tent?
What? Alcoholic, definitely. Nudity doesn't exist under communism. Do you know how many times I've seen titties for free? I can't even count it, dude. And most of the time, it was 2 at a time. Though I have seen a single titty here or there. So, I mean, like, really, it's double. Those hot chicks wearing nothing are probably child slaves. Oh, yeah. Well, under capitalism, a lot of nudity and stuff is coerced, which is not great. You wouldn't be fucking necessarily, like, there would still be porn in the commune. Like, people still like that. That'd still happen. It would just be less shitty and less coercive. Probably more of it. Honestly, a lot more of it.
Anyway, not just this or that. Okay, the entire global system.
Okay, I'm clicking slow brain.
Not this or that cop, judge, or president, but the entire democratic structure of our society. Yeah, democracy's great in doses, but yeah, Target shouldn't be run like a democracy.
Why Target? Why is he so hard for Target?
Because you never get anything to buy.
He loves to buy stuff.
Workers fighting to transform society. Good luck. Once again, they tried. They failed. I'll just give you, what was it, Mao Zedong's new man thing? Whatever the hell it was called. Mao tried this.
Tried what?
and draft a new constitution. Yeah, that'll go over well.
Essentially, he's a defeatist. He's like, I can't have good things. I think we should have a new Bill of Rights for sure.
Create a democratic socialist republic.
Mao Zedong, that is. Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah. We can't wait to be like North Korea. Like, you do know that when the sun goes down over Korea and they're up there in the space station and they're looking down, you can actually, it's one of the few lines you can actually see where you have the South Korea bathed in the warm glow of capitalism and North Korea is dark. Anyway, DSA
Because they're all sleeping.
has written this program to end the capitalist oligarchy, create a real democracy. Some of these demands may be won under our current system, but we know complete victory will require building a new society from the ground up. Every fucking communist, socialist failure has literally said we're going to build a new society. You can't rewrite humans.
Okay, capitalism isn't human nature. It's just a system. If America goes socialist, the world will. Like, pretty much overnight. I mean, it'll take longer than that, but like, it will trickle away from us and we will stop destabilizing the world in the name of capitalism. If we had ethical guidelines and we treated our neighbors with respect, we treated the world with respect, I mean, it would change everything. We are the people. America, this empire, is the entity that is continuing to maintain global capitalism. It would halt in a good way if we changed how we operate.
Humans are not socialism.
Here's the thing, we might not. In the Chinese century, there's a possibility we just get dragged along, but way too late.
Might work if we weren't human, if we were descended from another animal. But we're not.
We are descended from another animal. What? We're definitely descended from animals.
We are not social creatures.
We are definitely social creatures. What the fuck are you talking about? We are literally social creatures. The socializing is the number one thing that we have done that makes us more intelligent than anything else. It's like the thing that sets us apart. Like, we have literal society. Right, yeah. It's the reason we're so advanced, for sure. Just the dumbest ass ever thing he said.
We are out for ourselves.
No, man.
Yeah.
Dave, that's not true. We're out for our families and our friends and our communities broadly. And you seem to make this divide on a race line, for instance.
Does Dave?
Like, he's just such a miser that he can't get around the idea.
Does Dave think that, like, back in the day when we were doing, like, hunter-gatherer stuff, that, like, one guy went out and chased a fucking gazelle all by himself?
Yes.
There
This is my
weren't
gazelle.
hunting parties that went out together and endurance hunted prey.
This is
and
my
brought
gazelle.
them back to
No.
the place where everyone else was to, like, cook and eat the thing.
Mm-mm.
Everyone had to hunt their own animal to eat for dinner.
Yes.
Individually.
How did Dave survive this long? He lives with his mommy.
Yes, we have families, but most Oh my God.
Great point, David. Really just bailed the fuck out of that sentence. Do you have thoughts?
A guy might be able to be willing to sacrifice for his family, but he's not going to sacrifice anything for his neighbor's family, and that's what socialism requires.
That's not true. People sacrifice for their neighbors all the time. Like, come in, have some bread. Have some food, have some shelter. Have some medicine. That's a sacrifice. It's time, it's effort, it's resources. We do things for each other all the time. Like, the only reason he has any of this is other people.
Like, it's silly. It is absolutely fucking silly.
Fucking. All he has to do is sing, say point blank period. You got a bingo.
We push these demands to their furthest extent today, so we fight for the fullest realization in a socialist future. Join us. Oh, I'll go through these, but I'm going to do that on a live stream.
What is this?
Anyway, that wraps up this one.
This is a video? Great.
I will be doing a live stream on the basically what they fight for, and it is insane. Start the streams. Start the stream.
Does a voice?
God damn it. Start the stream.
Audio issues. It got quieter.
Okay. As you all know, I've already done one video on this, the first half of it.
Bruh.
And I'm going to be going over the insane, absolute insane policies of the Democratic Socialists of America.
Okay.
And they are insane.
You already said that.
Do not get me wrong. Give everyone a little bit of time to come on in here.
Who is everyone? Oh, buddy.
And then we shall begin.
I'm clicking boring.
Bitch! As you know, Supergirl is flopped spectacularly.
Is it Dingo?
Alright.
I saw it. I saw Supergirl in theaters. It was pretty good. I think it flopped because it doesn't have the same sauce as Superman. I like the character though. I think this movie had like Ant-Man syndrome. You remember when Ant-Man came out? I like the character. I think Paul Rudd's good. I think the Ant-Man movies are very mid experiences in what should be a good time, but it's because they didn't put the main cast on there, like the working people on there. Like, Gunn wasn't part of the production. So, probably because of incels and massages too, a little bit, but it'll break even by the end of its run. I'm sure it will. I think that she will be excellent in the DC universe in general, and I'm looking forward to Lanterns, which is coming out soon.
Ready! Let's get into this.
Also, if you have not seen Peacemaker on HBO, you really should. It's really, really good.
Oh, yeah, 90 seconds is good enough. All right. Hello to everyone in chat. Hello to Juice Main.
The Juice Main's the only one in chat.
Okay, this is basically what they are fighting for.
What are they
the freedom to flourish. Expand public resources to support recreation, learning, and social spaces accessible to all.
Oh, no.
How the fuck we gonna pay for that?
What do you mean?
Establish
That sounds great. What do you mean, how are we going to pay for it?
paid family leave for all workers.
Uh-huh.
No. A 32-hour work week with full pay and benefits. You're just going to jack up overtime at that point.
You would be upset about a 32-hour work week? Why? Why are you a cuck, man?
And a living minimum wage. The living minimum wage argument is ridiculous.
No, it's not. It's good. The minimum wage for labor should be livable.
All you will do is jack up the price of everything.
Why? If workers get money, if you get money, it raises the prices of stuff. That is not supply and demand. That's not how that works. What you're saying is that more money in the pockets of the working class will get siphoned out by conniving and swindling landlords, and you don't see a way to regulate out of that? Like maybe decoupling housing from markets, like right here, it's solved already? Just such a slow brain dumbass.
Provide free quality public education from pre-K to college and cancel all student debt. Yes, feel free to take loans out and then just assume the government will pick up the tab.
What? And again, it's not a loan. Cancel all student debt. It's not a loan. This is irrelevant.
And this money has to come from somewhere. Anyway, healthcare for all. Guarantee universal healthcare at no cost to individuals. Great. That'll make our healthcare system shitty.
No, it makes it perfect. That's perfect. It's the most efficient way to run it.
Way less efficient, and yeah, going to the doctor will be like going to the DMV. If you want a actual accurate thing of that, there are plenty of videos about the Canadian healthcare system and, you know, how it sucks.
How the Canadian healthcare system sucks. The Canadian healthcare system isn't even all the way universal the way I would want it, and it's still really great.
Complete access to reproductive and gender-affirming care.
Perfect.
What access to reproductive care is being denied? As for gender-affirming care...
What do you mean? All of it is pay-gated. Every bit of gender and reproductive health care is pay-gated.
Anyone over the age of 18 should be able to get it, but I got a big problem when a 4-year-old is getting it.
What 4-year-old is?
Expand healthcare access and quality by investing in new public hospitals. With what money? Make all medical education...
You don't need money for this. Money is fake. You don't need money. The government creates the currency. It's fake. They can just do stuff. We have resources, material resources.
Education and training, public and free. Oh yeah, that won't be a fucking disaster. Hell, the kids leaving public schools can't read anymore thanks to No Child Left Behind.
That was George W. Bush, by the way. What is he talking about? Why is he blaming leftists?
Housing for all. Housing is a human right. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Well, take that back. If you built the house yourself, okay. But with this 32-hour work...
That's not true either. That's not even the system we live in. You can build the house yourself and they can still take it.
Week and people not being forced to do jobs they don't want to do, only doing jobs they want to do, who the fuck's gonna build it?
People who are incentivized to? It should make you wealthy to be good at stuff. Like, people who build houses shouldn't have to build 4 billion houses and work their ass off all day. We should have more people building, more people doing this, more people cleaning, more people fucking working in healthcare. We need fewer people working shitty poo-poo jobs that don't matter, and more people working things that help people and themselves.
People do construction for the money. Strictly regulate investment properties and build new publicly owned social housing. Yeah, that worked out real well in the Soviet Union. Yeah,
the housing was one of the best parts of the Soviet Union. They actually did a pretty good job making sure people were housed. They're brutalist and crazy, but it did work. Like we could have walkable cities and like nice places for people to live. Especially in the high density areas, you got to worry about that a lot, but rurally too.
Depressing concrete apartments. Establish universal rent
control. Yeah, man. For the 80s, that's pretty good, dude. I mean, really. 60s, 70s, 80s.
Well, that would
Worked in Vienna. All socialist housing works everywhere. It works everywhere. There are places without homelessness.
The purpose of a goddamn rental property or investment property if I can't charge enough rent to make the money to maintain it and make a profit. Why?
And make a profit is crazy.
Why would I do that?
I agree. We should dissolve the landlords and create the stewardship position and have that. It could be people that work there. It could be tenants that if they wish to be compensated for being a steward of the place also do. That would be ideal, but it can also be anybody else that wishes to be stewards of an apartment complex and the land around it, a community. This could be a lovely place to work and live. Can you imagine getting paid a good wage on top of your socialized housing, healthcare, education, and food that allows you to get luxuries that you don't have that you would like because you get to help your neighbors? You're not incentivized to be cheap on them. You're incentivized to do the best job you possibly can. You don't have to personally, worry about your own survival when it comes to the survival of your, tenants when you're working there. You don't have to focus on profit. You can focus on just helping everybody. Man, that sounds nice. Sounds copacetic. Like all you have to do is change the system and suddenly you have it working well.
And guarantee the right to counsel for all tenants. No. If you're not paying the rent, get the fuck out.
Point blank period.
Finish Reconstruction. End the legacies of slavery. The legacy of slavery is dead and buried.
No, it's not, but it soon shall be.
Along with most socialist common sense. Reinforce anti-discrimination laws. We already do that. Honor all treaties and tribal sovereignty. We already do that.
No, we fucking don't. What? I knew he was going to say that with ignorance. We definitely don't do that. Honor all treaties and tribal sovereignty. Not fucking true.
Again, why do you think the natives get to have the fucking casinos?
Get to have the casinos? Yes. It's so good. What a good thing to have casinos. That's the deal. 10% of Native Americans getting money from gambling, dude.
Enact reparations. Okay, who pays who? I mean, nobody was a slave in this country. Nobody ever owned a slave in this country. They're all long dead.
Bro, there are people alive that have directly benefited from that wealth. Directly. All those slaver families should have been dissolved, literally and figuratively. Their wealth should have been distributed among the people that they fucking owned. And then those people should have been able to do whatever they wanted with those communities that were left over. Instead, they were forced to flee and there was war and shit.
And what about the black slave owners that owned black slaves? And what about the Africans who sold them to the white guys?
We've gone over this. Almost like 99.9% of the black guys that owned slaves were like buying their own family, like buying freedom for people that they loved and knew.
Again! White people stayed on the beach. And just as many of them died, if not more, during the transatlantic slave trade because they had no immunity to malaria.
Out of breath. No, that's false too. That is definitely also false. More non-white people died during the slave trade than white people from the slave trade. Obviously untrue. I love the idea that they're victims of their own colonialism, by the way. Like, oh, think of the white people that died of the diseases they caught by invading these lands. What the fuck? Don't care.
So, what, is everybody just going to pay everyone?
Fucking so close. Point blank period.
I mean, I suppose it's just as well.
Bitch.
They'll blow the money anyway.
What's that mean?
Invest in good
Who's gonna blow the money?
Jobs. You need
Is he just being racist?
capitalism for that.
You need a job? You need capitalism for a job? You don't? You don't need capitalism for a job? Do you think guys didn't have jobs before capitalism existed? Yes or no, David?
And again, socialism is already doing a great job to make, and soft on crime policies make damn sure all the
10
capital
seconds.
flees. Because why would I open up a store if it's just going to get robbed? Quality housing, infrastructure, and neglected minority communities.
Woo! Dingo by the skin of your damn teeth. Wow. Very close. Woo! Bitch. Very close. Okay. Bet your bingo points right now. Bet your bingies. Dude, I had a grilled cheese on vacation at a place that makes cheese. They broiled the top of the... It was like a half wheel of cheese. They broiled the top of it till it got melty, and then they slid it off onto toasted ciabatta with like herbs and green onions. It was so fucking good, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good cheese situation. 1 minute. Broiled. And they had like a specific thing that held their cheese and broiled it. Good old cheese. 40 seconds. Bet your bingies, chat. Bet them. Bet them now. To be broke in every regard. That's the goal. That's the goal now. Alright, 1 sec. Bet your bingy points. Don't forget. Bet your bingies. Last call for bingies. Last call for bingies. Okay. It's Jover, dude. Bitch. Point blank period. We're moving towards other things. Go.
Communities. Those communities are
50-minute mark. 50-minute mark. Press the wrong button. Anyway.
They are because, well, reasons. End mass incarceration, police immunity. Oh my God in heaven.
Oh, Christian Dave. Oh my God in heaven.
God. Demilitarize police departments, disempower police unions. I thought you guys were all pro-union-y, union.
Yes, but fuck the police. New law enforcement should also be democratized. Well, should be democratized. Police are not. Police is a gang. It's bad.
Oh, except if it's a cop union. Redirect funding to public services as steps toward fully abolishing the police and prison system.
Yes.
May I ask, what do we do with like a Jeffrey Dahmer type?
Well, no offense, but in my system, Jeffrey Dahmer probably wouldn't exist. And he certainly wouldn't have access to the sex workers that he exploited in the way that he did. And he probably would have had a healthier relationship with his own sexuality and life in general. He probably would have not been Jeffrey Dahmer, and he would have had comprehensive health care, including mental health care from a young age, and so would have his parents. So probably wouldn't have happened. But in the case that, against all odds, someone still is like, you know what? I'm going to kill people and put Drano in their heads. Or whatever it was. You would catch them, and then you would sequester them from society, and then you would investigate and figure out why this is happening, and you would get care to this person while keeping them away from people to harm. And if they could never be reintegrated to society, cool. But we should take this opportunity to make sure that A, no one else can be harmed by this person, and B, we learn how to prevent it in the future. Could just be a quirk of this person. Could be a situation where Jeffrey Dahmer, probably not reintegrated to society, I don't think, but reintegrated to a society maybe. You know, it doesn't have to be prison. We could be like, okay, here's where we cage the guys that like to kill each other. Sometimes they kill each other, but they're in open air. They have houses.
You seriously think a social worker can fix that fucking problem?
Yes, I do. I think a social worker could have got out ahead of that problem. Yeah. Definitely. Way before he became an adult.
Protects the rich and jails the poor. No, it jails the guilty.
More than 95% of people in U.S. prisons who were convicted did not go to trial. Instead, they took a plea deal. Yikes. I almost feel like no plea deals should be taken.
Maybe the rich have the ability to hire lawyers that are pretty good at raising the doubt.
I didn't realize it was that high either. That's crazy. It implies that if you go to trial, you're not going to get sent to jail. Like, it seems like it's pretty hard to get reasonable doubt to 100%. You know what I mean? Like,
but if they can't, they're going to prison.
Most crime happens because of economic conditions. Agree. But Dave wouldn't care about that. It's like 99% of all crime is an economic condition crime. The Jeffrey Dahmers of the world, very rare. And even that was economic conditions when you roll it back far enough. Like, these people just don't have the type of care. Then they can't raise kids. Then they raise fucking serial killers.
Cosby, one of the richest men on the planet, went to prison for a while. It's just that conviction was got by cheating.
What? He was sexually assaulting people. That is a direct... Dude, the kind of sexual assault you just described is a phenomenon that happens most often because of capitalism. Like the ability to exploit status and specifically money, get people in vulnerable situations. Then he would drug them, so he had to have access to that shit. Like, you know what I mean? This is that's not going to happen as often under socialism. Stuff will still happen. We'll still have all the normal problems. It'll just be to a lesser degree because the stresses on people will be lower and the education for people will be higher. And so, I mean, a lot of this kind of stuff happens from a combination of a lot of things, but ignorance is among them.
Treat drug addiction and mental illness as health issues, not crimes. I have no problem with this one, believe it or not, but how did the person get the drugs?
Capitalism?
Because if he did it through robbery, yeah, he can go to prison for that.
If he got the drugs from robbing... What? For robbery? What? Drug dealer rights.
As for the mental illness thing, well, what did he do when he was having his episode? Because, yeah, you can go to prison for that. And qualified immunity and empower civilian oversight bodies with authority over the police. No. Not going to happen. And this lawlessness is why New York is rapidly decaying under the socialist mayor.
Sorry.
I'm not defending Cosby, but it is true. They got the conviction through cheating. And if you bother to actually look at the case, you know I'm right.
What is that?
Like it or not.
What's it matter?
Feminism for, oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Fuck feminism and fuck feminists. So...
What a fucking... Ooh. Ooh. What a tough guy.
Socialist feminism, I don't know why that's any different, fights for queer liberation. How are they not liberated? They can do whatever the fuck they want. And by the way, what the fuck is queer? It's been years, and nobody's ever told me.
What's queer? Queer is like being on the spectrum of LGBTQ, but not necessarily giving it a specific label, typically. It's just sort of a catch-all. It's like a appropriate label for many people.
Okay, and the freedoms of all working class women. Stop gender violence. That's never going to happen. And also, what about...
Why?
The violence that women initiate, because they do their fair share of domestic violence.
90% of domestic violence is done to women by men. True. Absolutely true.
Again, you're...
Okay.
You know, in fact, per capita, the highest rate of domestic violence is between lesbians.
What?
The low...
it's between heterosexuals. No. Make shit up.
Lowest is actually gay men. And policies that oppress bodily autonomy and imitate intimate life, bodily autonomy and intimate life, including patriarchal restrictions on abortion, childbirth, and child raising. Well, what about the matriarchal ones? Men have absolutely, at the moment, no reproductive rights. And as for child raising and childbirth, well, only women give birth.
What
I
rights?
don't care what you think. Men cannot give birth. And that isn't up to the patriarchy. That's nature. As for child raising...
And then when men do it, he freaks out.
Generally, the courts give the little bastard to the mother.
What?
Gender expression and transition. Look, as long as somebody's over 18, they can transition into whatever the fuck they want. I don't care. As for gender expression, again, I don't give a shit what a person wants to do.
That's not true. He cares a lot. Also, trans kids get to do whatever they want.
The patriarchy is not concerned. Marriage and divorce. What the fuck are you talking about? Women initiate 80 to 90% of the divorces. And divorces usually favor the woman.
Where's about it?
What the fuck are you talking about? As for marriage, I don't think a man can force a woman to marry him. I don't think that's the deal.
It definitely has been the deal in the past. What?
Ban sex discrimination and ensure fair compensation and support all forms of labor. Oh, God. Is this the pay gap bullshit? Yeah, if I could get away with paying women less, no man would have a job. Every single place of work would be mostly women.
No.
As for the Green New Deal, I've already...
Then the pay gap would be that men aren't employed. there would be a pay gap again. Right, you're not underpaying women if it's all women. Now you're just paying women. Now you're just deintegrating men from the workplace.
Bunk this. It's a bunch of bullshit. If you want to phase out fossil fuels, fine. You have to embrace nuclear. Solar and wind are not there. They're never going to be there. Unless something massive happens. Unless we discover some new technology, which, by the way, capitalism will be the one to produce.
It's solar. Nuclear could definitely be part of it. I don't mind.
Working class foreign policy and the U.S. war machine. Now, this is odd because
solar is the future.
The whole Free Palestine thing.
Free Palestine!
Defund the Department of War. That would defund the military. We're not going to be doing that.
Why? We should, though. We should defund the military. Cars will never be there. We need our horses. How's a man gonna plow a field with a Model T? Ain't never gonna happen. How's a man supposed to go over a hill?
End all foreign wars. We're only involved in one. Close over.
We're not only involved in one foreign war. What? Iran, Gaza, Ukraine. That's just those.
Military bases.
We bombed the shit out of Venezuela.
I don't have a problem with in like places like Europe. But again, you guys are whining about war. Strike. And if we leave Europe, if we leave NATO, by the way, weren't you guys bitching about Trump wanting to leave NATO? But if we leave NATO, suddenly Russia starts looking at places like Poland and Czechoslovakia.
I was going to say something to the effect of this. That's not a place anymore.
And immunity for U.S. war criminals and support the International Criminal Court's mandate to prosecute war crimes. Well, the International Criminal Court has absolutely no power, especially over Americans. Or maybe the...
It does if we enforce it.
The U.S. should sanction us with their army. Oh, wait, they don't fucking have one. So maybe they should shut the fuck up. As for this, free Palestine. Recognize the rights of the Palestinian people, including the right to return, the right to resist military occupation, and the right to self-determination and a free Palestine. Well, the only way that happens is if Israel gets wiped off the face of the earth.
Why? What? Why?
And the only way that could ever happen is if the U.S. got involved militarily.
Free Palestine!
True!
Free Palestine!
True! Yeah. It's obvious.
Free Palestine!
I would use the military for stuff like this.
Free Palestine!
The military should be used as the world police force. That's the only time it should be used. Oh, human rights violations are happening? Great. Actually, no. It's the secondary purpose it should be used. The primary purpose is it should be used for aid. The military should be sent in for aid. Not as, like, weapons and, murdery guys, as fucking people who go build stuff and can get into hard to reach places and train really hard to do hard things.
Socialism works.
SMG, how do you want arena redhead? Thank you. Anyway, if I was in charge of the U.S. military, tomorrow I would have the Gazan beachhead secured, and all of those people would be getting aid. That would happen overnight or near as to as you can get.
And as for the war, They started it. And no, it's not a genocide. If Israel wanted a genocide, they are a
NPC
nuclear
dialogue
armed
tree.
state. They could have a genocide in 5 minutes.
NPC.
End blockade, embargoes, and sanctions. People around the world deserve to live their lives without U.S. interference.
True.
They do. End economic warfare against countries whose governments acted independently of the United States, such as Cuba, Venezuela, and Iran. Well, the people of Venezuela like us because we're ending their socialist bullshit.
What are you talking about?
Cuba's about ready to collapse. And as for Iran, if
Cuba's collapsing because we are embargoing them. We're not allowing fuel. Why pretend? That's not natural. That's not free market capitalism, dude.
If they could, they'd wipe our country off the face of the earth. So fuck Iran.
Fuck Iran.
End ICE detention.
They would blow us up for blowing them up. How dare they?
And deportations, of course. Because nobody's illegal.
True.
Okay, tell you what. Every single fucking member of the DSA, I will agree to that.
Take someone into your home.
Term. Legalize migration, grant amnesty for everyone, regardless of status, even though they may be really bad people.
For the record, you can check to see if a guy's really bad before you let him in. I don't mind a security check. What I mind is criminalizing that he's from another geographical location. That guy should be able to come in, unless he's like, oh, that guy murdered people, and he's trying to leave. Oh, we should stop.
Tell you what, I will agree to this.
You have to house them in your home.
Condition. They'll stay at your place.
Cool. What if I get them their own place with socialized housing, like we're talking about here? What if they can go live their own lives and don't need a daddy white guy chaperone? Why do they need white chaperones? Seems weird. Seems like a weird policy. I think we should just let them live their own lives.
I seriously want every single member of the DSA to sign up and offer a room, a couch, a basement, a whatever to illegals.
To illegals.
Working class.
You're fucking illegal. Make Dave illegal again.
Oh, by the way, this is where it gets real stupid.
God, I hate democracy. Hate it.
Extend voting rights to all permanent U.S. residents.
Yes.
Now, what do you mean by that? Are we talking about everyone over the age of 18, which is true? Or
all permanent U.S. residents?
Are we talking about somebody that's like 4? Because that
no, someone who's been in the country full time.
Support. Because again,
and lives here.
Kids are not subject to the same rules and regulations.
Like lives here as their main place of residence. For I would say at least probably let's go 4 years. A presidential term. Like, I don't mind. Pop a vote in.
Adults. Because, you know,
maybe
they're
even
kids.
Earlier. I don't know. What is happening? What is going on?
Restore the right to vote for incarcerated people.
True.
Many former incarcerated people eventually do get their right to vote back.
No. They shouldn't. They should just have the right to vote at all times. They are still people inside. Like, fuck that. That's so stupid.
But no, fuck them. They committed a crime.
They committed a crime. Fuck them. Eat shit. They should definitely be able to vote.
Oh, wait. Incarcerated people and with criminal convictions.
Yes, absolutely.
No, we're not having the prisoners go vote.
Yes, we are. Definitely are.
That's called punishment.
No. You should still be able to politically advocate for yourself in prison. Eat dog shit. This is like why they incarcerate black people at a high rate, by the way. Like, if you saw this get rescinded, there would be less incentive, though it would still happen quite a bit still because the system's already set in place, and the culture's already there for it, but this is part of it. Oh, we'll just round up all the black people and criminalize them, and now they can't vote. Done. That's literally, you guys should read Fire and a Canebrake by Laura Wexler.
Establish statehood for D.C.
True.
No.
Yes.
Because the reason Washington, D.C. was created was it was formerly part of, I think, Maryland?
It's like a Baltimore swamp, dude.
And the reason it was created, the District of Columbia was created, was the idea was one state should not have the capital. That's why. Anyway, recognize the right to sell. And they...
Okay, well, they're wrong. Washington, D.C. has a population that should be able to vote as a state for their own statehood-based needs. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big enough municipality at this point.
They have a voice. They got 3 electoral votes that always go to the Democrat because they're a pack of idiots. Recognize the right to self-determination of all U.S. territories and colonies. You know, a lot of these places have taken votes to become states, and they've all failed.
60% of Puerto Ricans want statehood. They should definitely have statehood if they want it. I would also like to offer Hawaii back its own shit. Like, if you want to be a state, that's cool. You don't have to be. But I think Hawaii should definitely have its own land back specifically. We can still save that from what we've done. Hey, come here. I'll get you. You got itchies?
So, seems they're happy with the situation.
I'll get you. Yeah.
As for colonies, we don't have colonies. We do have territories.
It's not true.
But what the fuck are these colonies?
Like we have these, I mean, you can call them territories, colonies. Like fucking Guam is a great example. That's basically a colony. It's like a fucking military outpost. The U.S. Virgin Islands, stuff like that.
Expand and protect voter rights and end voter suppression. Nobody is suppressed from going to vote.
Yes, they are.
Everyone can vote.
No.
As long as you're a U.S. citizen.
No.
Immigrants who became citizens can vote. Anyone over the age of 18. Anyway, for the working class to govern, we need a new political system, end political corruption and legalize bribery, get rid of lobbyists, good fucking luck. Dark money and citizens united. To do that,
Facts.
you need the Supreme Court.
Facts. Well, then pack it. I don't care.
Or a law passed by Congress. Publicly finance all elections. No, I don't want my tax money going to some jackass's elections.
What? Publicly finance all elections. That means they all have the same exact budget. The exact same. That's it. You can't get money from an outside source if you're running, and if you are, it's disqualifying. I mean, we should just abolish the current system of... Yeah, absolutely. Electoral college?
The Electoral
Yes, absolutely.
College. To do that, you need a constitutional amendment.
Easy.
And this is the insane part. Replace the president and Supreme Court with an executive and judiciary chosen by and subordinate to Congress. How?
Ooh. Ooh. That's nice. Subordinate to Congress. Interesting. An actual check and balance. Hey, yes, let's do that. Let's do it. Sounds great.
How about no? 1. You need a leader to make split-second decisions in a crisis.
Right, they can. In a crisis. What fucking crisis? What crisis is the president making decisions in split seconds that doesn't have it going through 1,000 different mouths before it gets to him? Like, it's just subordinate to Congress. It's like a prime minister. It just still happens.
This is true of business and, well, just life. The president should not, in an emergency, be beholden to Congress's whims. Also, considering that they're usually home more than they're actually doing their jobs.
So is Donald Trump. Donald Trump plays more golf than he does work.
As for the Supreme Court, they are already chosen by a part of Congress. They are chosen by the Senate. Yes, the president nominates them, and then the Senate votes for them. Oh, but it gets worse.
Worse?
A Democratic Congress.
Ooh.
Replace the two-party system with a multi-party democracy. We already have it. Believe it or not, we already have a multi-party democracy. It's just that only two parties matter.
But that's by design, David. You cuck.
Because the last time I checked, while the Libertarian Party and the Green Party are things,
DSA.
yeah, they're not getting enough votes.
DSA keeps winning, that's weird.
Sorry, but expand the House of Representatives.
I totally agree. I think we should abolish the Senate and expand the House of Representatives.
You know what? I somewhat actually agree with that one. I think we need more than the 435 members that we have. Implement proportional representation.
You know, this is anecdotal, but I have not seen a single Haley Stevens poster anywhere. I have seen many Abduls. I haven't seen one Haley Stevens one in the wild.
Ranked choice
We've been all over the state recently. I've seen Trump and Republican ones.
In all elections. No, ranked choice voting sucks. Make a fucking choice.
What do you mean? That is a choice. Ranked choice voting is the best. No, you like this, David. You should like this. If Donald Trump, Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, and AOC were running for president, and you had to rank them, you could rank Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, and AOC in that order, which is what I think he would do. And then that would mean that AOC gets the fewest amount of points, and Trump gets the most. Like she would get 1 point, Bernie would get 2, Hillary would get 3, Donald Trump would get 4. You could do that. You can see that, right?
And abolish the Senate.
10 minutes.
Which, again, would require a constitutional amendment.
Dude, is he not going to say anything?
And no. By the way, a pure democracy as a society sucks. And by the way, if it was up to a vote of the American people, I think
wrist.
Today even.
Look at that wrist.
If the
Is he gonna say the gay marriage thing?
If it was proposed to ban gay marriage in America,
he's wrong. Most people support gay marriage. If you did a referendum on gay marriage, people would fucking riot in the streets, by the way.
I honestly think it would pass even today.
It would pass? Oh, a ban. No, it wouldn't. You're not going to ban gay marriage.
The reason it doesn't, the only reason it doesn't, is because of the Supreme Court.
NPC dialogue tree, for sure.
You can't have rights for this group of people, and you can, and these other people are not allowed that. Because again, marriage grants people special rights. Yeah, but
I'm homophobic. Everybody else must be too true.
Remember, Prop 8, Prop 13, whatever the fuck. That failed. That basically made marriage one man and one woman in California, of all places. Now, granted,
20 years ago.
That was a while ago. And also, Iron Gullet, you should know
argue the
that
chat.
Support for gay marriage and all that is falling.
No,
not
support for
rising.
gay marriage is falling among conservatives, but rising among every other group. Because there's only a few more conservatives left. They're all the bad ones.
Establish public ownership of the largest corporations. Oh, God, this is just...
Nose claw. Oh, God.
And essential industries to ensure democratic control and accountability. Oh, yes, this is exactly how I want my power company and Target to be run. By the public. And
definitely.
by vote.
By vote? No. The people in there just have a democratic process by which they operate, procedure, and talk about best practices. He's just so fucking brain dead.
Yeah, those generators are going to be running crackerjack. Fucking the
by the well-compensated experts that don't have CEOs to get in their way on how to run the power plant. Yes, they'll do great.
The shelves at Target are going to just be filled in a jiffy.
Why does he love Target so much? What is with Target? Does he go there all the time? I haven't been to Target in years.
And of course, almost everyone from the DSA comes from a rich family because they're idiots.
What are you fucking talking about? Why do you pretend there's rich people in the DSA? What is that? That'd be incredible.
Enact aggressive wealth taxes. No, I've already paid the taxes on it. I earned it. Fuck off. Fuck you. And also, once you run for their money, you're coming for all of us.
What? No, you would get this money in services and maybe even actual cash as your wages increase. Like, what? This just goes to you.
Okay. This idea of a wealth tax to pay for this, pay for that, pay for this thing over here is bullshit.
Oh.
They will have to liquidate because you idiots think that rich people just have billions of dollars just sitting in the bank like Scrooge McDuck.
Some of them for real do, but a lot of it's tied up in speculative markets, which is ridiculous.
Out. They'll have to liquidate certain assets, and then they'll do it again and again and again and again until they have nothing.
Oh no. Oh no. What does Dave think liquidating is? I have no clue. We should abolish speculative markets. I agree. They gain passive income on bonds and pay zero in taxes. It's true as well. It's ass.
Democracy. Oh God, this crap. Is that it? Empower workers come together, fight the boss.
Oh no, I want to suck my boss's balls though. What the fuck?
Unions. Yeah, unions suck.
Unions don't suck. Unions are excellent.
So, yeah.
Workers deserve more. I hate this. As a worker, I fucking hate this.
That's these people's insane ideas.
These are all so reasonable. I don't know how you could read this and be like, I fucking hate this. This is so bad. We need a growl so hard. We have 6.5 minutes. Point blank period. Sings. Bitch. Dave growl. Eepy.
Fiera, rich people don't save their money. They reinvest their money or they give seed money to other ventures.
Pedo.
Why am I explaining this to these morons? They listen to a guy in a corn suit.
Oh my god. Oh, that's me, man. That's fucking me, dude. Rent fucking free. I should have been wearing the corn suit tonight, actually. Maybe I'll wear it tomorrow for stream. Because you guys got double dingo, and that definitely would have counted now that I'm thinking about it. But we didn't, no one ever brought it up. Got your ass, bitch. Free corn tomorrow, chat. Free cob. Bitch.
Anyway, this is from BlueTube.
Shoo, isn't this the pot calling the kettle degenerate? Yes. Yes, it is. But
What
have
is
you
happening
considered
here?
it takes one to truly know one?
What am I watching?
Oh wait, did she just admit? Oh wait, there's a lot of books in the back. Oh okay, yeah, books in the background.
I know what you...
Do it.
So, can we get a cat fight between these two? Preferably in chocolate pudding, with both of them wearing bikinis.
Sexual harassment. Egg behavior's a bingo. Wait, is everything a bingo? Sings is a bingo. Pedo's a bingo. Egg behavior's a bingo. EP's a bingo. Point blank period's a bingo. Dave Growl bingo. Bitch bingo. Everything's a bingo. The funny part is that she would vomit at that. Oh yeah, definitely. We have 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 10 seconds. Everything's a bingo.
Now we're going to go and take a look at Caleb Hammer's show.
Oh, great.
What the hell is this?
My proudest moment, but my credit card is the worst it's ever been. And I'm a college student. I have a credit card limit of $4,000. And I currently owe roughly $3,000 to my credit card.
Is that the only debt you owe? Because that ain't that much. 3 G's ain't that much, as long as you have discipline.
In 1 month, in the span of 1 month, I spent $1,900 on my credit card.
How?
What are you buying, my dear?
My dear?
I don't even make that much in a month. I make like roughly $1,700 a month, something like that.
Okay, so she's...
Usually, I mean, if you're in college, there's typically like college stuff you need. Gas, rent, food. That's what I'm assuming.
So she's making about $425 a week take-home pay, which is... Why are they giving her a $4,000 credit limit then?
Oh my god, dude. Dave learns about predatory lending. Yeah. Yeah. David, capitalism's the problem.
Because that's like 20... Is that even 20 grand a year?
But you don't make as much. So that's when I accumulated the vast majority of the credit card debt that I had to personally pay off in my early adulthood. Now, I've never had a $4,000 limit in college.
No, that's a juicy boy.
That's juicy.
Yeah, that's what's throwing me off.
That's actually when I had my most credit card debt was in college. What? I try never to use a credit card if I can help it. I don't know. I feel like when you're young is when you definitely are relying on not having money and needing money more. I got it for emergencies, and I needed one. I had car problems, and I needed it, and I needed books, and so yeah, definitely had a little bit of credit card debt, but it was all necessities. I never bought anything fun with it.
He ain't making dick.
Capped at $2,500.
Unless her parent is a co-signer.
You're buying fun stuff with your credit card. You probably couldn't afford the fun stuff. Capitalism sucks, man. It's very stressful. There's got to be a bitch coming up, right?
Her mom, dad, whatever.
7 minutes. Or 3 minutes, rather.
Unless she has an older co-signer.
Not making enough to where I'd like it that $3,000 on the card. However, it's not maxed out.
If that was my daughter, I'd probably just say, fuck it, daddy will pay it.
Oh. Getting close.
Just don't do this again.
Don't say anything gross.
I think that is a...
Or I'll pay it, you pay me back. Just my loan is 0%.
I keep myself accountable. I am more likely to stick to it because my spending
Except we have a nose ring.
Issues have gotten...
We filed bankruptcy 6 years ago, and we're in debt again, and I want to go over what that debt is. The total amount of debt is $92,000.
Whoa!
What the fuck?
92. Sheesh.
Like, is that a house? Is that a car?
$92,000?
Goodness.
Yeah, I don't know the exact law, but I believe you're allowed to declare bankruptcy once every 10 years.
So we have 2 cars. One car.
Okay.
2 minutes.
One of the...
They think they put the car on the car wholesale, which is interesting. I could see, like, oh, I don't have enough for this payment or something. Put it one time on the card. I would hate doing that, though. I think, really, it comes down to an education thing, and capitalism is predatory as fuck. Like, it's both. Twitch viewers stream promotion or what? Did you fail to do your spam? What happened?
Dumbest things that I've ever heard is people refer to their cars as an investment. It's not. It's an asset, and it's a depreciating one. With some exceptions, but those are classic collector cars.
Dave, stop pretending you're a car guy.
This bitch ain't
Bitch! He did it! Oh my god! He did it! With 90 seconds to go, he did it! He said, bitch! Holy shit! Oh my god! Incredible! Bet your bingo points. We have 90 seconds. If you think he's gonna growl, get EP sing, pedo, egg behavior, or point blank period. But you did it! It happened! We've been dodging dingoes all night. We've been edging a lot. 90 seconds to go. 94 seconds. To be specific. Alright, last call. One minute to bet your bingies. Oh. Betteth thy bingies. 40 seconds. Dude, my buddy has a weed dealer that has AI psychosis, and so he stopped going to his weed dealer. He's like, bro, I invented a sapient, sentient AI that no one has ever seen before. Bro. Yeah. Hi, buddy. All right, last call, 90 seconds. Let's go.
Fucking buying anyway.
Growl, you son of a bitch.
$19,804, and the other one is $21,404.
Okay. Now, when you got these, did you already own cars that were paid off?
I have $52 left at the bank, lasts until Friday. Today's Monday.
All right, when are you filming this? Because if it's Thursday, $52 should be fine.
I have $135 coming out between now and then in credit card.
Oh.
Well, your account.
Okay, well then you're an idiot.
I don't think everyone's dumb for having debt. I think they get fucked. I think definitely some people make good or bad decisions, but like sometimes you're just fucked. Sometimes you just get in a hole and you're fucked. The system is not good. It's predatory. It makes it like the way the credit system works, the way like financing everything works. They want you to like fucking bet on everything. There's a lot of stuff working against people who are just folks who are not armed to prevent themselves from getting scammed. 1 minute.
It's going to be negative.
This is usually how it is for me most weeks.
It's actually going to be worse.
Wants an ad? Ew. Fucking what the fuck, man?
All right, we're packing an order for Jared. What for?
She's not going to get
I
negative.
hate this.
If you do the math, we're going to be negative a little.
Yeah, and if you get yourself to this point, just fucking go bankrupt. Trust me, it affects your credit the exact same way as a goddamn divorce.
Where's my divorce? I don't even know.
I seen 2 car seats in the back.
You know, when I was putting this video in here, I was thinking the same thing. I think there might be kiddos in the picture.
You can't be living life this close on the edge. There's a bigger crack here that she is not addressing.
All right, I gotta go take a whiz. I will be right back.
Piss break? Yawn, motherfucker. Yawn right now. Go, oh, I'm so eepy. There it is. There it is. I also hate these shitheads. I agree. It's a dingo.